So when I think back to this program, I start thinking about life lessons that my dad taught me. And the 3 life lessons that I think about are hard work, teamwork, and always doing our best. So first, about hard work. Starting this program, I knew this was going to be a lot of work, but oh, did I not realize how much work it was going to be. So going for the school now, I forgot that I also had a new job. I was working 50 to 60 hours with my new job. I have a beautiful family, my wife and 2 kids, so I needed to spend time with them. I also had commitments in the community, being on the boards of several different boards with the education, and I had those commitments that I had to honor too. So going forward, this program really challenged me. But what I realized from this program was that it gave me the capacity to take on more. And again, like what Josh said, there's nothing that I can't do going forward. As far as the hard work, I also realized how much hard work that my family had to put in. And just like Ernie, he stole my thunder. When my wife Becky and my 2 kids, Wyatt and Hannah, I'd like them to stand up. They were my rock and they supported me during this whole program. But also, anyone here that had to sacrifice for a cohort, please stand up and be recognized. Come on, we're going to have to stand up here. Anyone else? Stand up. Teamwork. When we started this program, we were put into different teams. My team was with Chris Johnson, Chris Faber, and Maria Johar. Could you guys stand up? Maria's not here with us because there's just too much testosterone on our team for her to handle. But she's on the cohort for this year. But because of our backgrounds, our culture, and our professions, we named ourselves the Diversified Syndicate. Now, diversity is a great thing, and it can also be a challenge too. We didn't talk alike, we didn't think alike, we didn't dress alike. And we had a lot of challenges along the way. We fought, but we also learned to work together. And the diversity, I think, made us stronger. This program teaches us through lectures and through books. But one thing that I learned is it taught us how to be a team. And that was probably one of the biggest things that this program really taught us how to do. Because in real life, we get put on different teams, and we don't get to choose our teammates, but we have to learn to be professional and work and get the job done. And that's what we did. If there was ever a subject that one of us was weak in, the other 2 would pick up the slack. And going forward, there was no subject that we couldn't handle between the 3 of us. So Chris and Chris, thank you very much for helping me and getting me through this program, and I congratulate you 2 for getting through the program. Finally, working hard. Dr. Hopkins taught us leadership, and one of our lectures, she gave us a snippet of a movie called Remember the Titans. And in that movie, there was a coach, and he taught his team about perfection. Now, perfection is something that I bet everyone in this room is trying to obtain. Whenever we take a test, we want to get 100%. We're not there to get an 85%. If we're playing basketball, we're trying to make every shot that we take. We're not just trying to make 5 out of 10. We're trying to attain perfection. But the one thing with perfection is, to attain it, you've got to have time, and time to hone your craft and to practice. And with this program and with everything going on in our lives, we just don't have that commodity. So what I learned was we have to do the best that we can with what we've got. In the moment, the best that we have may be different. If I'm sick, it's not going to be the best as if when I'm healthy, but I've got to give the best that I can. If I have 1 hour to study for an exam or 1 hour to prepare, I've got to give it the best that I can. And that way, I have no regrets in how I handled myself for this program. And looking back, I didn't get the best grades, but you know what? Like I said, I have no regrets in that. Lastly, to the professors, thank you very much for teaching us everything. Did you teach us everything that you know? Obviously not. You guys have learned through years of honing your craft, and you can't teach that through just a few lectures. But you gave us a great foundation to start with, and you gave us the tools to take it as far as we want to go. And now it's up to us to take it as far as we can go. Thank you.
What Americans are good at? Americans are good at seeing the world from the top down. We're really good at seeing the big picture. We're really good at driving for results and getting something done. We're really good at guiding the effort of these other folks while they do their jobs. And we all work together in order to do this. Now, these are stereotypes. But stereotypes are important because there is some truth in stereotypes. And this is how we learn those things. One of the first things that we did when we all got together as a group is we had a seminar on cultural differences. We spent 2 days doing nothing but talking about cultural sensitivity and understanding each other, the way each other look at the world. And we did this in a very simple exercise. We had a simple sheet of paper, and I want you to imagine this. We had a simple sheet of paper, and we asked everybody to draw 3 circles on this sheet of paper. What do those circles represent? Those circles represent the past, the present, and the future. Are those 3 circles in a line? Are they curvilinear? Are the circles all the same size? Or are they completely different sizes? It seems to matter based on how your culture views the past, the present, and the future. And I'll explain why. The Italians tended to draw a gigantic circle for the past, a small circle for the present, and a tiny circle for the future. Why? If you ask any Italian, especially a Southern Italian, they'll tell you, 2,000 years ago, we were the Roman Empire. We respect the past, because they do, and they should. And that's important to their culture. What do the Spaniards do? The Spaniards have a medium-sized circle for the past. They have a gigantic circle for the center, and a tiny dot for the future. They don't care about the future. They care a little bit about the past, but what they really care about is the now. They want to do everything now. So if you go to Spain, be prepared. The Spaniards they'll want to go out for dinner. They'll want to go out for drinks. They'll want to go out for dancing. They'll want to go out to the club after dancing, and then more drinks. And it's 3 in the morning, and it's Tuesday. This is the Spanish. And what do the French do? Well, the French, I love the French. The French want to have 3 equally sized circles in a line because their culture is the epicenter of the world, in the past, in the present, and in the future. Why would it be any other way, and why would you question that? Now, I know what you're thinking. What do the Americans do? Well, the Americans in the crowd have a tiny circle for the past, a slightly bigger circle for the present, and a gigantic circle for the future. Now think about how much of a difference that is. And think about what we do every day. We're talking about our 401k and our retirement and our kids' future and our grandkids, and we're building the next house and building the next thing. We're always talking in terms of the future. And this is important to us because it drives our culture, it drives our business, it helps us grow. But what the Europeans want to tell us is take a step back and live in the moment a little bit. We sometimes forget to live, and they're right. Culture is important, but it is not more important than values. Plastic Packaging, my employer, is an American company. It's headed by a 75-year-old man who had built the business from nothing in Detroit. He is America all day, always. Our vision and value system is based on American culture, and that is not going to change. Globally, we print those values in every language in which we do business. And we respect and build on those values wherever we do business. That may seem like a constraint, but it's not, and here's why. Within each culture, there is a spectrum of habits and practices. And within your companies, there is a spectrum of habits and practices. The difficulty is finding and training and motivating employees who fit within your company's spectrum and values, regardless of where they come from, culturally or geographically. This is what HR people call fit. And what we had to do, and what we struggled to do, is get employees to fit into our values, our habits and practices. Because we were simply not going to surrender the kinds of things that made plastic bag packaging grow and mature and become a $4 billion company. But at the same time, we wanted to be sensitive to the needs of our employees globally. And we simply had to find a way to make those employees fit the system that we had, the values and vision that we had of an American company. I want you all to graduate. I want you all to go back and meet your families, meet your friends, take a break from university life. But when you achieve success in the world, and I hope you do achieve dramatic success in the world, I want you to eventually come home, come back to the University of Toledo, give back to the university that gave you an executive MBA program, help guide the next generation of executive MBA students in any way that you can. And I hope that you enjoy doing it as much as I have enjoyed coming back and talking to all of you. Thanks, everybody. Go Rockets!